2 players missing and Darwin Nunez all smiles. 3 things spotted in Liverpool training. Liverpool have been preparing for their upcoming UEFA Champions League clash against Lille, but it appears Arne Slot may have to manage without Diogo Jota, who missed the open training session. The Liverpool head coach is set to provide a full injury update during his press conference later today, but Jota's absence from training suggests he may not be ready for the match. The Portugal forward was noticeably missing as Liverpool's squad participated in their final session ahead of the game, held in front of the media at Kirkby. Aside from Joe Gomez, who was expected to sit out, the full squad was present. A draw will be enough for Liverpool to secure a spot in the Champions League last 16 with a game to spare, meaning there's little pressure on the result. During the open session, it was evident that Jota was still sidelined, despite Slot having hinted on Friday that the forward could return soon. At that point, there was even the possibility he would feature against Brentford, but he missed that match too. Hopefully, Jota's absence won't extend much longer, as his clinical finishing is crucial for Liverpool's attack. With just 1 point needed to progress to the knockout stages, Slot may opt to rotate his lineup, giving key players such as Mohamed Salah and Ryan Gravenberch a rest. Harvey Elliott, Curtis Jones, and Federico Chiesa are all expected to be in contention for starting spots. Gravenberch, in particular, can be rested with the reliable Wataru Endo available, while Jarell Quansah could be brought in to protect Ibrahima Konate, who has only just recovered from injury and has a history of fitness concerns. Given that there is little at stake in this match, it presents an ideal opportunity for rotation. If Slot decides against playing certain players, it could send the wrong message about their importance in the squad. Luis Diaz could benefit from another start on the left wing, and Cody Gakpo, who has featured heavily recently, may welcome a break from the action. Liverpool's strong position in Europe, with 2 games still to play, gives them a significant advantage. Slot should take full advantage of this by providing playing time to some of the less used members of the squad. Slot discusses Liverpool's midfield strategy and player adjustments. "We've decided to bring in 2 players with a more attacking mindset than we've had before," Slot explained. Maka, for example, often played as a number 10 at Brighton, while Ryan was used more as an attacking midfielder, though he's comfortable with the ball. Even the player we initially wanted to bring in, Zubimendi, and I think that's widely known now, he was also someone who was really comfortable on the ball. He's the kind of player who can take the ball from deep and progress it to our forwards. Slot continued, highlighting Ryan Gravenberch's unique qualities. One special ability Ryan possesses is his knack for turning away from defenders. He's one of the few holding midfielders in this country who can create overloads through dribbling. Salah's disinterest raises questions amid transfer rumors. As speculation continues to surround Mohamed Salah's future at Liverpool, pundit Troy Deeney has raised further doubts about the Egyptian forward's commitment. Salah has been in exceptional form, scoring 18 Premier League goals this season, but Deeney believes something is off with the 32-year-old. Deeney pointed to Salah's behavior after Liverpool's 3-0 victory over Brentford, where he was the first player to leave the pitch while the rest of the team celebrated. "He didn't look interested," Deeney remarked during a TalkSport review. Salah was the first to head down the tunnel, leaving the team celebrating 70 meters away in the corner. It seemed like he was saying, "Job done, I'm out of here." It raises questions, whether it's related to a move to Saudi Arabia or something else. It just didn't sit right. Alexander-Arnold faces criticism as Madrid rumors swirl. Amid interest from Real Madrid, Trent Alexander-Arnold has come under scrutiny for his recent performances with Liverpool. Some pundits, including Roy Keane, have questioned his form, suggesting that if he continues to perform poorly, Madrid could lose interest. Emmanuel Petit has added his voice to the criticism, warning that if Alexander-Arnold moved to the Bernabeu, the Spanish press would be unforgiving of any defensive lapses. At Real Madrid, if Trent does what he's been doing defensively at Liverpool, they'll tear him apart. They won't care about his assists or goals, they'll focus on his defensive mistakes, Petit explained. Just look at how Real Madrid was criticized during the Super Cup final. Defensively, it was a nightmare. Can you imagine Trent Alexander-Arnold in that environment? After just a few games, they'd be on him. If I were him, I'd think twice before making that move. Manchester City completes 34 Bulbasaur's signing of Abdulkadir Kusanov. Manchester City has completed the signing of Lens defender Abdulkadir Kusanov in a £34 million deal. This marks the beginning of City's major January spending, with plans to bolster their squad after a slow start to the season. The club has committed $250 million to reinvigorating the team. Kusanov, who has agreed to a contract running through 2029, becomes the first Uzbek player to feature in the Premier League. The young defender expressed his excitement, stating, "I'm delighted to join Manchester City, a club I've admired for a long time. The squad is full of top-class players, and I look forward to playing with them. Pep Guardiola is one of the greatest coaches, and I can't wait to learn from him and improve." City's director of football, Chiki Bagiristein, added, "We're thrilled to have Abdulkadir on board. For such a young player, he's incredibly intelligent, strong, and fast. Working under Pep will only make him better, and he's eager to keep improving." Kusanov is the first signing of City's January transfer plans, with more arrivals expected. Eintracht Frankfurt striker Omar Marmoush, who has netted 15 Bundesliga goals this season, is next in line, joining for $68 million. The club is also set to sign Brazilian center-back Vitor Reis from Palmeiras and Juventus fullback Andrea Cambiaso. Furthermore, River Plate's Claudio Echeverri, a standout performer at the South American Under-20 Championships, will also join City. Manager Pep Guardiola has made it clear that these moves were necessary to strengthen the squad. "We had to accelerate our plans. We would have done this in the summer, but the situation made us act earlier. We wouldn't be making these signings if all our players were fit. But right now, we only have 2 central defenders, and we're struggling with holding midfielders." Aston Villa are preparing to finalize the sale of defender Diego Carlos, and manager Unai Emery is keen to secure a Liverpool target as his replacement. Carlos, 31, arrived from Sevilla in 2022 for 26 minutes, but has only made 58 appearances due to injuries during his 2.5 seasons at Villa. According to Fabrizio Romano, Carlos is set to join Jose Mourinho at Fenerbahce in a permanent transfer, with Aston Villa now focusing on finding a replacement before the end of January. Romano posted on X, "Diego Carlos to Fenerbahce, deal confirmed. Agreement in place with Aston Villa as the Brazilian defender heads to Istanbul tonight. Transfer fee expected to exceed 10 million, with Villa targeting Loic Bade as his replacement." Currently, Fenerbahce sits 6 points behind leaders Galatasaray in the Turkish Super League and are 21st in their Europa League group. Carlos will join a number of ex-Premier League players at Fenerbahce, including Edin Dzeko, Sofian Amrabat, Fred, Alan Saint-Maximin, and Dusan Tadic. Emery has also allowed Jadon Philogene to leave the club this month as he joins Ipswich Town after just 6 months at Villa. Additionally, Lewis Dobbin, signed from Everton, had his loan at West Brom terminated and has now moved to Norwich for the remainder of the season. With Carlos's departure, Villa's centre-back options now include Pau Torres, Tyrone Mings, Ezri Konsa, and Lamar Bogard, but the club is expected to quickly secure a replacement. It's reported that Liverpool have expressed interest in Bade, as they look to plan for the future of their centre-back positions. Villa's sporting director, Monchi, has also been in touch with Sevilla about a potential January move. Romano later updated, "Loic Bade and Aston Villa are in negotiations, with talks ongoing as he's top of their list for a centre-back. Diego Carlos leaves for Fenerbahce. Villa may have the best chance of signing the highly rated 24-year-old now, especially as there is also competition from clubs like Atalanta and Newcastle United. Signing Bade would make a strong statement, as he is likely to become a starting center-back alongside either Konsa or Torres at a club on the rise." Bade's earlier career saw him sign for Nottingham Forest on loan during the 2022-2023 season while at Rennes, though he made no appearances and left in January. He later returned to Sevilla, where he played a crucial role in their Europa League victory in 2023, featuring in every match from the quarter-final against Manchester United onwards, including playing all 120 minutes in the final against AS Roma. In other news, West Ham United are reportedly eyeing RB Leipzig striker Andre Silva to strengthen their attack following a series of injuries. Recent setbacks have left manager Graham Potter with limited striker options, particularly after Michail Antonio was ruled out for the season, leaving 32-year-old Danny Ings as the club's only fit. Recognized striker. Sky Sports News' Dharmesh Sheth reports that West Ham have made initial inquiries about Silva, who has entered the final 18 months of his contract. Leipzig is said to prefer a permanent transfer or a loan with an obligation, but West Ham's stance is unclear. Silva, previously renowned for his goal-scoring ability, enjoyed an impressive spell with Eintracht Frankfurt, recording 28 goals in the 2020-2021 Bundesliga season. However, his time at Leipzig has been more challenging, with just 17 goals in his first season and struggles to hit double digits in the 2 subsequent campaigns. A loan move to Real Sociedad also failed to reignite his form. Injuries have significantly hindered West Ham's attacking options this season, with Niklas Füllkrug, who joined for 27 this summer, playing fewer than 500 minutes due to injury. If a move for Silva doesn't materialize, West Ham are considering other options, including Brighton's Evan Ferguson, who has been offered out on loan. The 20-year-old has shown tremendous potential, becoming one of just 2 players to register 10 or more Premier League goal contributions at 18 or under, though injuries have hindered his progress. Another option for West Ham is Taiwo Awoniyi, the 27-year-old Nigerian striker from Nottingham Forest. Awoniyi has started just twice in the league this season due to the strong form of Chris Wood. His best run came at Union Berlin, and during his first season at Forest, where he netted 20 goals across all competitions in the 2021-2022 season, followed by 10 goals in the next.